Year of our Lord 1900. Sponge divers, poor lads, ducking the storm off Antikythera's jagged rocks, found not fish nor sponge, but the bones of a mighty vessel. Bronze limbs staring from the dark, marble faces drowned in silence. A Roman prize ship, split and buried. Yet in her belly, a thing most queer, a machine of gears and prophecy, what ye might call a sunken timekeeper of the gods. 'Twas no planned treasure hunt, nay. One diver swam down, and what did he spy? A seabed littered with marble corpses, their eyes blind as the deep. They hauled statues, amphorae, glittering baubles, but among the spoil there lay scraps of green, rotted bronze, ignored as naught but sea junk. Only later would men ken they'd found a devil's puzzle. They thought they'd found treasure enough, statues of gods, jugs of wine, finery for emperors. They had no notion they'd pulled up something far rarer, a secret that had slept 2,000 years in silence. When scholars scraped away the centuries of coral, they found teeth, not beastly, but crafted. Bronze teeth, meshed with purpose, a gearwork of the heavens, a clock not for time, but for eternity. Let me tell ye what lay in that watery tomb. Great bronze youths, arms outstretched as though they still sought the sun. Marble torsos, white as bone, eyes long since blinded by salt. These were treasures for Rome's villas, now broken, gnawed by Barnacle and time. There were rows of amphorae, bellies once fat with oil and wine, now hollow shells, cracked and empty, yet still whispering of markets long gone. Shards of glass, blue as the Aegean sky, trinkets, beads, baubles, fragile, aye, but they endured where men did not. Proof the sea takes flesh faster than it takes glass. Gold rings, silver trinkets, coins stamped with Caesar's face were strewn across the seabed like a miser's curse, each coin a passport of trade, telling where the ship had sailed. A spearhead here, a dagger there, rusted ghosts of iron, reminders that the sea is lawless and storms be not the only thieves. And then came the crown jewel, a shattered box of bronze gears green with brine, to most mere scrap, but within its teeth the very music of the heavens, a machine not for war nor wealth, but to command the stars themselves. Who made it? Some whisper Hipparchus, the stargazer erodes. Others cry Archimedes, the mad sage of Syracuse. Maybe it was the work of one who served them both. A craftsman lost to name but not to time. What was it? A queer contraption of bronze, dials and gears, a hand-cranked map of the heavens. You turn the wheel, and the sun, moon, and wandering stars obeyed. Eclipses foretold, moons tracked, the very calendar of gods in mortal hands. Where was it found? In the belly of a Roman trader, off Antikythera's jagged cliffs. Not Athens, nor Rhodes, nor Rome herself claimed her. Nay, the sea claimed her. When was it wrought? The 1st century before Christ drew breath. Then lost, 2 millennia in the deep. Bronze turned to coral, gears to ghostly shapes. And why? That's the grandest mystery of all. Mayhap to guide priests in their reckonings. Mayhap to flatter kings with proof the heavens could be turned by hand. Or mayhap it were a gift bound for Caesar's court. A whisper from Greece to Rome saying, "Ye rule the earth, but we rule the stars." Still they return, these new-fangled divers with lungs of steel and eyes of lightning. They prod the wreck with robot claws, dragging up bronzes, jewels, and scraps that might yet belong to the time machine. But the deep don't yield easy. She takes her toll in silence and dark. They found limbs of statues still buried, jewelry tangled in coral, maybe even more pieces of the machine itself. Each year, they uncover one more fragment of genius, one more whisper from the past. Scholars read the inscriptions now, predictions of eclipses, calendars of games, phases of the moon. The ancients built their cosmos into metal. They caged the heavens, turned eternity by hand. So the Antikythera wreck lies yet, a coffin of trade and a cradle of genius. The Greeks built a window to the stars, then let the tide wash it away. What else lies sleeping under black water, waiting for a stray diver or a wayward storm to set it free? Aye, the sea holds more than wrecks. She holds the very memory of mankind. We call it discovery, but the sea laughs at that. We find only what she chooses to give back. Every coin, every statue, every gear is a confession whispered from the deep. A sunken timekeeper, aye. Proof that man once caged the stars and lost the key. If you've a thirst for more tales of the deep, wrecks, wonders, and the ghosts of men who dared defy the sea, hitch your anchor to Shipwrecked History. There be more stories waiting beneath the waves. Hoist your cup and sail with me again into the black fathoms.